Hello everyone, Dino here, and as you always know, if you like my videos you can like them and subscribe if you enjoy general news and also Soviet Rogue news focused content. So this video is about some changes that they did. As you know, in the previous video that I just did, I talked about the changes to the crest for crafting things, and also I'm going to spotlight on a really good kind of completion guide apart from this one, but this I'm not going to cover directly because I don't have any like constructive things to say about it or anything. You just watch it, and it's that. But about this one, the Raiders Guide, I can kind of make a spin a little bit for rogue focused things. Separately, of course. The other one is you just do that and do that always. So credit to Worldofmoudi for the Dream Walkers Guide, the new reputation for the 2.10.2. You can check him. It's also in the link in this sheet. Now, first I'm going to kind of read about it, and this is one of the things really important. This is like if you are a CE raider, but you really want to get some advantage of the first weeks. If you are going to kill all the bosses on the first or second week or something like that, this is of course not for you. If you are going to take months, you can just ignore these two because you are going to get eventually all the gear that you will need. But this is to get kind of the fastest track to 476 and then eventually to 483 to 486 489 high level in rate, and of course everyone knows being more powerful. So let's begin. You should already kind of know this, the upgrade system, but I'm going to do a fast run around. You can read it if you want. I will link it in the description, but I'm just going to go really fast. You, instead of getting rest fragments, now they are also a currency. If you didn't kind of look in character inside of the game, these would be where they will be stored, and you can see here that they even have something. It's a plus 5, this is a plus 7 to 15, and this is for plus 16. Of course, you know, you have the whelping, the worm, and the aspect. Now, this means that there are also other mechanics that you have to know, but you also need to buy one of these, one of the empowered lightstone to be able to craft the aspect thing. Now, let's continue with this. We get 90 instead of 150 that we got before, but now they are currency. To get the embellishment or crafted items, you would use 60. That means on the first week, you can, in this case, do 6 upgrades or embellishment and 2 upgrades. They do not exist anymore, the fragments, no. And now, when you reach the crest type cap, you will get the lower ones. It means that you can spam 19s or 17s or whatever you want plus, and you will get aspects. And then when you are full on aspects, you will get worms. And then when you are full on worms, you will get, in this case, drakes. Same thing with whelpling. Now, for this, of course, you will have to know that this is for people that can, of course, spam 19s. But even if you spam 17s, then you can eventually do 19s. Like what I recommend, if you are not a super sweaty pusher that can get to 19 on the first day and then just spam them, just get 17s. Try to get all of the gear at the time, and when you get all of them at 17, your drakes kind of get unlocked. It will get a little bit explained before, but now let's read a little bit. Now, if you reach an item level where a crest is not useful anymore, you can trade it upwards. 90 to 15. That means 6 upgrades to 1 upgrade. So it means a whole week of the lower ones for the upper ones, allowing you to upgrade 1 additional time if you cap the lower crest. Hero and mythic items can be upgraded 1 additional time. This means that the Mythic track has 4 tracks. It begins at full 80 and ends at 489. If you really want, I really recommend that you check my sheet and you just have this side by side. This is also in his sheet, but it's just so you can have both, or you can also check it. It's way down on his. This is the updated one. On the last video, still had the old one. Now, as you can see here, there are 4 upgrades here, and then here we have 6, and here we have 8, and here 8. This is the most important one. It means that if you get a heroic item, you can upgrade it until it's at upgrade 2 of the mythic one. This is really good, and it's also explained here. Right, there's heroic items going 3 items to level base. It's really good. That means that if you are like mine, that it's CE but not super advanced, you can still clear heroic for potential upgrades for other raiders. Going to be good. And as you know, I explained also in the last video, crafted items are now 486. Now this is the same thing, updated October 19th. Now what do you want to do each week? As you know, if you do 19s, you get a 470. The cap for the champion here in this case, hero track, sorry, it's 483. Here, hero goes in at to 483. Means that if you are doing a 19, you get here this kind of high level. The plus here 470, you do 19s. So what you kind of want to do is you want to spam 17s for the item that you want, maybe. Yeah. In our case, we want the time strike dagger from the first part of the dungeon. So we do 17s until we get that one, and then eventually we will get daggers that will go to 70. And then remember, if you have higher level, you can upgrade with only flight stones. That will be kind of my goal. It's not likely that I can spam 19s. I don't have like a fixed drop or anything like that. I will try to do 17s, of course. 19s when I can. Now, the vault is mythic track, of course, apart from 18, or it was 16, now 18 to get that mystic track. So you want to do at least your 8 dungeons in 18s. If you do it, if you can't, well, unlucky. It will be a 480 high level. If you go lower, of course, as you know, you will get here indeed a 476, not in the mythic track, and it will be kind of unlucky. And now, talk about what do you want to do. So the week 1, you want to get the unlimited room. I talked at the beginning of the video. You can check out the Worldofmoudi guide and everything. I don't have anything transformative to say about it, so I'm not going to get out. You can just go directly to him. All credits to him, of course. He also has a video guide. You can just check it here. And also, you want to get your Drake and Well crests. This is information that can be true or not. If you remember in season 2, you could get all your Wellblin and your Drake crest doing several things, going like flying around and killing the daily bosses thingies, the mobs that spawned. If you killed all of them across the week, you could get your 90 Drake crests. This will help, of course, to cap them. And when you are full 470, those crests will be able to be used to upgrade, in this case, once or twice more, making you be able to get full 76 here possibly. Now, of course, week 2, season 3 launches. You can do Mythic Plus now. You get your 9 aspect crests doing the time keys. You can, of course, get some of them also in Mythic, but that's not the idea, of course. If you want to go sweaty, you go sweaty at the beginning, in the morning, and do Mythic Plus until raid time. Now, when pressed in Heroic, they drop, of course, and they also drop in 11 or more high level in the Mythic. For the Drake quest, it's a 5 or more, normal. Some world content also gives it. the world boss, and for the world crests, you remember a lot of world content, and when you cap the other ones, you go down, down, down. And then, of course, you want to get all your world quests to Drake crests. You need at least 450 in every slot. It's really, really easy to get that, of course. You want to get your spark item as rogues right now, as 19th of October. We want to get 2 linen or 1 linen, 1 sport club. This can change. Don't quote me on this. I will do an update if it changes. Don't worry. I will be on top of this. It's really important, and it's one of the most important things. Now, for the dagger debacle. Usually, we crafted a dagger, but this time getting a 483 dagger is not that difficult anymore. Of course, you really, really want to progress Mythic the first week and do that. It's going to be an upgrade for that week, most likely, until you get one on Bolt or something like that. Otherwise, you want to get this one linen or the 4 cloak. It's a lot of versatility now, like 480 or something like that. It's kind of overpowered, but if you want, you can also craft the dagger. It will be a really strong power spike. On your offhand, of course, you still want the down of the infinite dagger, so you will want to farm a lot of them in 17 blocks. Now, here, of course, you get your items for 470, of course. If you do 19s, you are going to save lots of time and also unlock the Drake lock. That means that you can use Drake's crests to upgrade them to Wyrm. Those are the most important crests, as you know, because Wyrm lets us upgrade items on the hero track. So, of course, as you know, we want to get as much as possible for 63 to unlock once this upgrade. This will be the goal for people like me this week. We are not going to for full Wyrm unlock. We as long as you get the Drake unlock, it's going to be really good, because every week, if you cap all the crests, you get 2 or 3 extra upgrades on your Wyrm track, hero track items. Now, of course, for 63, using only flagstones, it's really important. Like I just said, Ram, you can create 2 pieces to create. They're the last ones. Now, alternate, of course, this is kind of some math, how you want to get as close as possible to 463 to not waste thingies. Here is the important step that I want to at least, in my case, get 463 in every slot, so I can convert Drake to Wyrm crests. In this case, these are the 2 weeks of Drake crests that we are going to have. In 1 week, 90 to 15. Then we will need 120 Wyrm crests to upgrade these to 472, 476. And this, of course, is the goal for people that are going full on 19s and going super powerful. This is, of course, guaranteed if you do all the 19s. You get full 470 gear from doing 19s and maybe some heroic gear, and maybe you are lucky and you kill some bosses on Mythic. This is not taking into account any boss kills. You get the 3 476 slots, 2 483, and every other slot is 460. This is counting, of course, the embellished or crafted item. Now, 3, to get your bolt, choose if you killed at least 2 bosses on Mythic, it's chances that you get a strong raid item. And also remember, it didn't say here, but on the first week, here, the week 2, the catalyst unlocks, and you can put 1 piece as a tier set piece. Of course, you want it to be a 483. If you can do chest or legs, those are the items that have the most eye level. And of course, per stat, get more agility and other stats. You want to get those 2. And also, in our case, we are lucky as rogues. Those 2 slots are quite strong. The stats are really good, at least for stability. You know here, we go for critical, strike, versatility, mastery, and these are critical versatility and critical versatility. Let's continue. As you know, week 3, you open your vault, you get your piece, you wish that this is a down of the infinite dagger, and if not, if it's a signet, like also really strong trinket from a Smolderon. Talk about later because maybe there's a tuning pass, and now here is the same thing. You don't need to farm well crest, but you will get them eventually from filling the other ones. Now here you full clear heroic and you can upgrade with 90 crests, and then of course you want to upgrade your items to 489 that you won't replace. This being of course strong trinkets or strong vault items that you have gotten. Now this is all, of course, all the crests, and then week 4 is the same thing that you want. Of course, the gear here is to unlock now aspect trading for the week 5 to get 476 at least. You know, here you get to 476 high level in all of the pieces. You unlock the Worm 2 aspect. Now is the goal for at least week 5 and above. What you will do, of course, is get your aspect, your Worm and Wellbling when you can, and just upgrade them above. Eventually, you will get some for aspect crafts. Now, this I'm not going to talk about this because he already explained it. How do I craft my gear? We already explained it too. And here's as you said, you remember that you get 4 gain ahead of the curve or 650 PvP rating. It's kind of the easiest. Most likely, a lot of people will also get the 2000 mythic plus rating by getting all 19s. You will get 2000 easily. And catalyst. So what you want to do is get this piece, and then catalyst another one that you want to put into strength. Of course, this is if you want to go full week 1 sweaty mode. You know, if you catalyst a heroic piece, it's going to be worse than a mythic one. So if you want to wait until vault or something like that to catalyst it, fine. If you don't want to wait and you get as much power as possible or get your force it early, you will catalyst one of the pieces. I recommend, of course, to catalyst, and a lot of people also talk about after normal looking for raid and heroic clear, because it's likely that the way sets work, maybe some people get more, some people get less, but if you have at least the items ready to catalyst, and you can be like, okay, I'm free set, but I dropped this Mythic Plus helmet, or I can just farm a Mythic Plus helmet, of course. As a rogue, you don't want a Mythic helmet. It's the only piece that you don't want, actually. Good thing that I said. And now, here is kind of boots, things that you can say. I'm not going to talk about this. Now, very rare items. A neck, it's really good. We most likely will want this neck. It's extra level and it's heavy versatility. We do a lot of damage with versatility. That's good. The Firak trinket, it's kind of underpowered for us right now. Maybe someone wants it more than us, so they can have it. Blossom of Amitrasil, we don't care that much. And Firax, that's a tank trinket. For the unlimited rune, you also know the Worldofmoudi guide, whatever, you can check it out. And have anything to say about that guide, it's really good done. Just follow the steps and you will have it. It's 100k gold. I hope you have that gold. You can just buy a token if you like pay to win, let's say. Now the incandescent essence. This I will go really fast. You will get it from the first boss. You can do it also on looking for raid and he drops it. I don't know if it will get changed, and maybe you will get to do it on normal. And you will need to get across 5 weeks this enchant, and it does like 2 or 3% of your damage. It's not bad. Something kind of a way to nerf the raid. Let's say everyone gets 3% extra damage and some extra hot and versatility buff, etc. He also has a page with the crafted items and thing. About changes, of course, no, you know, now first slot is 2 bosses, second 4 bosses, and last 7. Nothing on the Music Plus has changed. Of course, the Tank Walking Heroic Mythic Plus will now get the grip out, but you wouldn't care about those. And Keystone, of course, you have all the new ones. This is the sheet that I copied in my sheet. Kind of. Of course, all credits to Larias for this. And you can look at the changelog. The last things he changed were on October 17th. And this will be all. It it's kind of a long video, but if you want to see more or less how everything works, and also if you want to check the Reddit post, a lot of people have opinions like, why would you do this? Because we like the game. We like playing. Might as well enjoy it, right? Okay. Have a nice day.